guaranteed cut. And Brianna Turner is someone who has started almost every game in her career till.
In recent years, women's college basketball has seen an extraordinary rise in popularity, largely due to the standout performances of a new generation of players. Among these stars are Angel Reese, Brianna Turner, and Caitlin Clark.
Brianna Turner has signed with the Indiana Fever per the WNBA transition page. Some depth for the Fever front court. She played for, again, I believe she played for Chicago.
3 athletes who have made huge waves in the sport. However, as their careers continue to evolve, the narrative surrounding their relationships, rivalries, and off-court interactions also starts to gain attention. This article will take a factual look at their accomplishments, contributions to women's college basketball, and their impact on the future of the sport. Angel Reese.
I'm really excited. I followed a lot of these players throughout their college careers and professional careers, so it's kind of like full circle moment to be on the same team.
Rising star of LSU, Angel Reese's journey to stardom has been nothing short of impressive. Reese, a 6'3" forward for Louisiana State University, LSU, was a key figure in LSU's success in women's basketball during the 2023 to 2024 season. Here are some highlights of her career. 2024 NCAA tournament.
You don't get told no. Like, you're gonna get the yeses. You're gonna get more yeses than nos, and just being able to know that. So I'm excited for that. I know that's gonna come soon.
Reese helped lead LSU to its first NCAA championship in 15 years with her outstanding performances in the tournament. She was instrumental in LSU's victory over Iowa in the championship game, putting up impressive numbers on both ends of the floor.
WNBA free agency is officially underway, Annie. So when you see these names and the options that the Sky have, what do you think that they're cooking up?
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because Angel and Camilla are very interesting pieces. And when you're talking about, you know, getting the right players in here, there is intrigue when you have young core pieces like that, because you could be part of developing them and developing towards a title contending season. But the reality is the Sky are still very far from that. And so this year, the focus really has to be on getting players in who are going to bridge that gap between this season and
awards and recognition. Reese was named to the 2024 NCAA All-Tournament team, earned first-team All-SEC honors, and was recognized as one of the best all-around players in the country.
Ding. In our industry, if you're not a competitor, you're not going to last. And it doesn't have to be to win at all costs, right? It's just how you do what you do every single day. Like for me as a human being, like if you're leaving your shopping cart out in the middle of the parking lot, I'm judging you. You're not going to be on my team, right? Like you're not going to be on my team. If I'm watching you and you're on the end of the bench with bad body language and not being a good teammate, like I don't want you on my team, right? It's not really about how many points you score. It's not about, you know, all the stats and the numbers and the figures. It's are you giving everything that you have every day? And it's about being a good human being. You know, are you a good teammate? Are you helping your teammates up? Are you a good sport? Are you shaking the hands of the opponent? You know, all of those intangible things. Are you looking people in the eye when they're talking to you?
Player profile, known for her scoring, rebounding, and defensive capabilities, Reese averaged 23.2 points and 15.3 rebounds per game in the 2023 to 2024 season, showcasing her ability to dominate the paint and be a game changer.
So, in a kind of a surprising turn of events, the Indiana Fever have made yet another move this offseason, and they have signed Bree Turner to the roster.
Brianna Turner, Notre Dame's defensive stalwart. Brianna Turner has long been one of the most respected players in women's college basketball. A 6'4" forward for Notre Dame, Turner's reputation as one of the most elite defenders in the game has been well earned.
These are the pieces that Stephanie White and Amber Cox is going after. They're going after ready elite talent, kind of, you know, they know their responsibility. They know what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have to do a whole lot of coaching like that, teaching plug and play pieces and women that are going to come in and make immediate impact. That's what you want to see from this basketball team. That's what you see from elite teams across the the league.
Here's a look at her career. Defensive dominance. Turner was named to the 2024 NCAA All-Defensive Team, an award that reflects her shot-blocking ability and her impact as a defensive force. During her time at Notre Dame, Turner was a key player in their defense, contributing significantly to their run in the NCAA tournament. Key achievements. Turner was also named Atlantic Coast.
So, lads, this is not great news, for the Chicago Sky, who are a team that obviously they're rebuilding. This is a team that is 100% rebuilding. The problem is they don't own their pick. So if the Chicago Sky run it back, they're probably not making the playoffs next year. Look, I think there's going to be an improvement from Angel Reese. I think it's going to be an improvement from Cardoso. But that team with no Kennedy Carter, it's going to be real tough to get any offensive pass.
Conference ACC Defensive Player of the Year in 2024 and earned second team All-ACC honors. Her contributions helped Notre Dame remain one of the top teams in women's basketball. Stats. Throughout her career, Turner averaged 15.1 points, 9.0 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks per game, showing her versatility as both a scorer and an anchor on defense. Caitlin Clark, the face of women's college basketball.
It is funny that all these people who hated the Indiana Fever last year is finally coming around to sign with the team. Go figure. Now, I don't know the whole initial thing about this signing, maybe for depth, for defensive purposes, but it is funny to see how what a year make when the Indiana Fever is one of the, not one, but is the top team.
Caitlin Clark, a 6'1" guard for Iowa, has become a household name in women's basketball due to her scoring ability, leadership, and high-profile performances. Clark's accomplishments and influence on the sport have redefined expectations for women's college basketball.
One who actually broke this door, she said Brianna Turner has signed with the Indiana Fever per the WNBA transition page. Some depth for the Fever front court. Brianna Turner signed a contract with the Fever. Somebody said, so does this mean it's not a training camp? Somebody said, yes. It's based
2023 NCAA Player of the Year. Clark was named the NCAA Player of the Year for the 2022 to 2023 season.
Talk about this Bree Turner signing, but there's really nothing to talk about. So Bree Turner did not look good on the Sky, specifically because we did not need bigs to come off the bench to play defense. We needed bigs to come off the bench and get a freaking bucket. And for me, like, the craziest thing, as I've said before in previous videos, like way back in season, Bree Turner didn't look that bad coming off the bench, right? The issue again is that she came off the bench and played defense. Girl, we need you to come off the bench and get a freaking bucket. And when she did get a bucket, she was efficient at it. She was the most efficient big that we had on the Sky, period. But she just wasn't going out there to look for her shot. She was going out there to be essentially like a passer or just play defense. Like, it just really, again, like, that's not what we need.
Standout year where she led Iowa to the national championship game. She was recognized for her scoring.
Indiana Fever are officially title contenders. Every day they have something new for us in free agency. And today it's Miss Dewana Bonner. 6-time WNBA All-Star and WNBA champ, a veteran in this game, can pretty much do it all. Also an enforcer, nasty defense. Should I continue? We have a new starting five. Caitlin at the 1, Kelsey at the 2, Dewana at the 3, Natasha Howard at the 4, and Aaliyah Boston at the
playmaking and leadership on and off the court. Record-breaking performances. Clark set multiple records during her career at Iowa, including becoming the first player in NCAA Division I history, men's or women's, to score 900+ points in a season. She averaged an impressive 27.0 points, 8.0 assists, and 7.
Is Angel Reese, did she just run a coach out of town, and is she running a player out of town? Their best shooter out of town? Because Kennedy Carter looks like she's ready to book it out of Chicago.
5 rebounds per game in the 2023 season. Influence on women's sports. Clark has been a vocal advocate for women's sports, consistently pushing for increased visibility and recognition for female athletes. Her success, along with her outspoken support for equality in sports, has made her a trailblazer for future generations of women athletes.
What Steph White is doing and what the Fever organization is doing is nothing less than phenomenal, in my opinion. They are taking this young, talented core that they have, with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, and they're adding veteran players that Stephanie White has already worked with. Let's talk about that too, and has chemistry with and knows the work ethic of. And they are building this super team, make no mistake about it, that is going to give you instant result.
Their impact on women's college basketball. Each of these athletes has contributed to the growth and visibility of women's basketball in their own way. Here's how. On-court impact. The performances of Reese, Turner, and Clark have taken women's college basketball to new heights. Reese's dominance in the post, Turner's defensive prowess, and Clark's historic scoring ability have made them key players to watch. Their individual skills and team contributions have set a new standard for excellence, and don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on the latest stories, player profiles, and in-depth analysis of women's college basketball. Get the insights and updates you need on these rising stars and the growth of women's sports.